Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. I'm super excited for today's video. I'm collabing again with my friend Shawnee, who is Smiley Shawnee here on the YouTubes. And we decided to do a palette bingo. These are just really fun, really kind of easy and just, I don't know. Maybe easy is not the right word, depending on the colors that you get, but it's fun. I really enjoy these, and I think she does too. So we're using the Muse palette. It sold out in like 2 seconds, which is a slight exaggeration, but not a very big one. And then they did the restock, and I'm pretty sure that sold out, but I did a pre-order and got it on the second round. So I'm really excited to play with this. Hopefully you're into that as well, and if you are and you're not already subscribed to my channel, you could do that now. I upload several videos every week, and if you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new one, and then you can choose to watch it or not. Totally up to you, no pressure. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me. All right, I'm going to, what am I gonna do? So I've done a couple of these eyeshadow palette bingos on my channel, and I really enjoy these. They are challenging in, figuring out how to use the shades that you end up getting in a way that works. So I don't know, I just think it's fun. So I've grabbed a random number generator on my cellular device. There are 20 shades in this palette. So the minimum number is 1, the maximum number is 20, and we're going to generate the first number 4. Ooh. Okay, mine looks like it might not be in the best shape. I may have to repress it. The palette is upside down, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. That shade there called Ambient. We're going to pick 5 shades to use to create a look. There's a quick little swatch of Ambient. It looks like a duochrome, like a brownish, kind of purpley to a purpley green shimmer, maybe? I'm really so very good at describing colors. All right, next number is 17. Oh, is this shade right here, that matte called Willow. Okay, well, those two eyeshadows look like they're gonna go together beautifully. Look at that. All right, let me just clean off my finger. Our next number is 12. Okay, and we got this shade right here called Pine. That looks gorgeous. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, 2 more. What are you gonna throw at me now? So we'll go for the next one. Number 4. We already got number 4. I'm picking another one. 7. Okay. Oh, okay. 7 is the shade right here called Sweet Pea. There's Sweet Pea. All right, one more. Let's see. Didn't we just get 17? Let's do it again. 9. Okay. Okay. We got this shade right here called Nouveau. I know how to say that shade, but looking at it, I got all kinds of confused. There's our color story. I'm going to take a minute and see if I can think of a way to make this work. Remember when I was just saying how fun this is and easy? Why? Why do I talk? Just so I can jinx myself. All right, be right back. I think I have a plan. Immediately, I wanted to just put these bottom 3 shades on my lid and use these 2 on my lower lash line. That seems super easy. But I think I'm going to use the deep darker green, which is called Pine, on my outer corner, blend out with Nouveau, kind of in the transition-ish and middle of my lid. And then I think I'm going to put this on the center of my lid, this as inner corner and lower lash line to meet up with inner corner. I think that's the look I'm going to go for and try out. Hold please, Dallas is calling me again. Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Not much. What's up with you?
Well, you see, I lost certs.
Yakers?
You have tape on your face.
I'm doing a video. Currently.
Why?
It's fun for me.
Oh. So anyways, you understood what I was saying with the changing names thing?
No.
For Mondays, Jan? Come on.
Oh, yes. I remember. And I think it's a good idea.
Because then you don't have to, stick with being messy. You can just be like, I don't feel like putting in the effort today, so this is what you get.
Right? I love it. I think it's going to work.
So fork it.
Right? All right, well.
Fair, just in case you're recording.
I appreciate that. All right, let me go do this, and I'll call you when I'm done.
I'll still be climbing Elm Hill when you're done.
Right? All right, love you, bye.
Hey, bye.
Yes. This morning we were discussing a series for my video. I don't know if that video is up yet or not, but if it's not, it's coming, and if it is, I'll link it below. All right, so we're going to start with that dark green shade on my Refer 15. I'm going to try very hard to be careful. Let me just show you again. So we've got this shade here called Pine, and then we got Nouveau, and then we got Ambient, which is the only shimmer, and we got Sweet Pea. Is that it? And then we also got Willow right here. So I think I'm going to use that on my lower lash line. Is that what I was saying when Dallas called? He has called me several times today. And he called me early this morning. Well, not like super early, but yeah, pretty early. And my lid's creased. Anyway, he called me early this morning and I told him that I was going to go, get my stuff done so I could film a video. I still had to do my hair and, my skincare was done and all of that. And he was like, well, why don't you just do a messy Monday series? Woo! He said, where you just, kind of go on camera as you are and get ready start to finish. And at first I was like, what? I mean, I was a hot mess. And if you haven't seen the video yet, you will, and you'll agree with me. That's how I wake up in the morning. So I generally try to fix my hair, put on clothes, just get myself put together a little bit before I come on camera. But I liked the idea. I think none of us look our best when we start out, right? That's the whole point, to get yourself together a little bit, put on some makeups if that's your thing. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying if you like putting on makeup, it's kind of how you get going for the day. So I thought it was a neat concept. And then he called me again a little while ago and said, Mama, that might not be the best plan. Maybe you should do more of a me Monday, because that way you don't have, like he was just saying, you don't have to be necessarily a hot mess. You can just be whatever you are that day, which I definitely like a bit more, because you can see on my wall, it says, be your favorite version of you. And I think that makes more sense in my head than like being your best self, because some days your best self is getting your teeth brushed, and some days it's doing all of the things and then some. So I like his Me Monday thing, and that could look different week to week, which I think also makes sense. I think, not really committing to any one thing for a regular series like that is a good idea, because I'm not always a disaster area, and I don't always want to come on camera. Like, I can imagine, especially if that gets some negative feedback. At this point, we don't know yet. I'm going in with Nouveau now, just to blend. Yeah, so if that isn't a fun video and doesn't get, any kind of positive feedback or whatever, then I'm not committed to it. So apparently he's thinking this stuff through, which is really helpful, because then there's me who's like, meh, just do it, and we'll see what happens afterwards. Those two shades are beautiful. I got the Serenity palette not in the first couple of releases, but Cosmic Brushes posted on Instagram that they were going to have a couple over the weekend. They weren't going to announce it. If you happened to catch it, you were good to go, and if you didn't, well, they were doing a restock. And I just happened to catch it, and I ordered the Serenity palette, and I'm so glad I did. I really, really love that palette. And then when the Muse palette came out, I don't know if I've told this story yet or not, because I don't know when this video is going up. It sold out so fast that I don't know how many they sold, but I only know one person on the YouTubes who got it. So, and nobody IRL. So they did the restock, but when they saw how quickly the eyeshadow palette sold out, they offered to do a pre-order, which is when you pay for something and then you have to wait to get it. And I signed up for the pre-order. And that was the last communication there was between me and Cosmic Brushes. Okay, now we're going in with Ambient. I'll fix it in a minute. So I didn't know if I had scored a pre-order palette or not. Like, I didn't know anything. So when the palettes were restocked, I had wanted to get the Royal Rose palette as well, which was their first one that apparently no one really talked about, because I never heard of it until Serenity came out. And then I wanted Royal Rose, but when they launched Muse, Royal Rose sold out. So then I couldn't get that one either. I think a lot of people decided, since they couldn't get the Muse palette or Serenity at that point, Royal Rose would have to be the consolation prize. So I'm just cleaning this brush off on my wet little face halo, which I probably should not have done, but I do want to wet that eyeshadow and see what it does. So now my brush is damp, I'm going back into Ambient. Anyway, so I did order Royal Rose when it restocked with the Muse palette, and that will be here at some point. I don't know when. The shipping does definitely take a little while, but it's coming from the UK, so that's to be expected, I think. Wow, that's pretty. Okie dokie. I'm not going to fix the green just yet. We're going to go into Sweet Pea on my Refer 13. And I'm going to use that on the inner portion of my lid. I don't know how this is going to look, or if I'm going to like it or not. I'm not sure. So we're just gonna do the same thing to the other eye, because that's the rule. Whatever you do to one side, you should do to both, even if you're gonna do something else. It's a beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow. And I think I'm going to stick with using that on the inner corner, and I think I'm going to use Ambient on over this purple on the lid. I don't love the way it's looking with the greens, so we're going to just make this a little darker. So I'm going to go back in with Ambient and layer that over Sweet Pea. I love the name of that little purple, Sweet Pea. I think that works. And I kind of like the haze of Sweet Pea just around it. So I'm thinking that was a good call, even though it was a mistake. A happy accident, shall we say? Were you a Bob Ross fan? Because boy howdy I was. I remember being little and watching him painting on the weekends. Just, I thought he was the bee's knees. And then when he came to Netflix, whew, boy howdy was I a happy camper. I think this eye just needs a little more of the Sweet Pea shade out here. Yeah, you know, that's pretty darn awesome. I'm gonna take this brush. I don't know what's on here. We're gonna clean it off. I'm gonna go back in with Pine, just out here where the creasing got away from me. I think I just need to blend a little bit more out here. Just a touch more of the Nouveau. Yeah, I think that works. I'm actually take that blending brush I had with Pine and blend between Ambient and the Pine shade. Those are really, really pretty together. I have a little bit of fallout because I wasn't being particularly careful. Let's take off the tape. What do we think? I think it's not bad. Let me clean up the mess I've got going. I'm going to throw some, let's go green eyeliner, and then I'll come back and do, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go off camera, put on some green eyeliner, probably some mascara and some lashes, and then I'll come back and we can do the Willow shade on the lower lash line, and then some more Sweet Pea in the inner corner. Okay, got my lashes on. Now let's do the lower lash line. So for that, okay, got my lashes on and I'm ready to do the lower lash line. For that, we have the shade Willow left, and we're gonna use more of Sweet Pea for the inner corner. And hopefully that will look cute. Ooh. I'm gonna take my Refer number 3 in that Willow shade, and we're just going to put that all down here. These shades are all just so pretty. Are you catching that little highlight moment? I went in with one of these eyeshadows. I'll show you in a minute. I couldn't resist. I know it's not strictly in the rules, but I used the 5 on my eyes like I was supposed to. That highlight just makes my heart happy. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of that pine shade and bring it down here to meet up with Willow. It seems a bit stark without it, so I think that will help blend the two. Yeah, I like that. I think that's going to work. I'm going to clean off this brush and use it for the sweet pea on the inner corner and lower part of my inner lash line. Look at that. I mean, whew, so fun. Okay, now sweet pea. We're going to pack that on in here. And bring it along the bottom. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish doing this, and then I'm gonna put on some lower lash mascara, zoom you out, and I will come back and show you the final look, and I'll show you the eyeshadow I have on my cheekbone. All right, there's the look done and dusted. And I think I did a pretty okay job. This is the shade that's on my cheekbone. Oh, so pretty. And we used every shade out of the ones that I chose. And I really think the look is fun. I wouldn't have put Willow with those other greens, but I'm not mad at it. So that's pretty cool. Overall, I think this palette is beautiful. I'm looking forward to playing with it more. There may already be looks up on my channel with it before this goes up. I'm not sure. I'm pre-filming this because I have lots of time today and the sun is shining. I'm in a fabulous mood, so that's what I decided to do. Anyway, I hope that you like this video. Obviously, go check out my beautiful friend Shawnee. I just am so looking forward to seeing what she gets and what she does with her eyeshadows. I just think she's stunning. I think who she is in her heart is stunning. I think her face is stunning. I just love everything about her. So if you're not already subscribed to her channel, go do that now. You won't be sorry, I promise. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.